everyone. Thank you so much for letting me come in here and share with you in September. That's such a fun name. So let's see, let's give it a minute. Let me refresh my computer so I can hopefully keep up with comments. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Because you never know. There we are. Okie dokie. Hi, Marty. So yeah, I am curious how many are actually going to attempt to paint with me tonight. Okay, I just wanted to get my comments set up. And I want to get started. Yes, Marty, I know you're up in the Adirondacks. Is it cold up there? I haven't talked to my aunt. My aunt is in Malone, which isn't really Adirondacks, but way up there. Are you guys like in the 40? Hi, Debbie. So I don't want to take up too much time just chitter-chattering because I want to show you guys how to draw this. I know somebody had posted, is there a tracer? And I can always put one in the unit. That's simple enough to do. I didn't do one yet from New Jersey. Yay, both upstate people. Or I should say North people. Because the hat's really simple to draw. So I'm pretty sure I have faith in just about anybody being able to do it. But, oh, in the 70s. Yeah, I think it's always the night time that it's so cold. Like, it's shocking to me. Even here, I'm in Virginia Beach now. But the night when it gets so cool, I mean, I love it because I can open windows as long as the pollen's not bad or whatever. Hi, Deb. So yeah, let's get started on the witch's hat. I'm going to kind of scooch it down just a little bit. I still haven't figured out the best way to videotape lives as far as what people can see. All right, so I was messing around trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and this is what we're doing. It's just on a piece of paper. I stuck it there to line up my camera, honestly. But that's what we're doing. And has anyone ever, 75, yeah, 75 is such awesome, it's an awesome temperature, right? Okay, so has anyone ever painted on fabric, or this is drop cloth, like what you go and get from the hardware store, and I didn't have time to sew the pillow together today. From the hardware store in the painting section. It's what painters buy to cover everything when they come in and paint houses. So, because even if I had my pillow sewn, you still want to put down some cardboard, and then eventually when we get the water going, we're gonna put paper towels down too. I discovered that it helps the running. So, if you've ever painted on, I don't want that in there quite yet, drop cloth, it's really kind of fun. And it's a super cheap way to make like pillow covers, especially outside. So, if you were doing this and you have a chart, like chalk pencil or a regular piece of chalk, that's a good way, because then if you were to wash it or just take a wet rag to kind of get your chalk line off, it's easy to go ahead and get your chalk line off. So, I mean, I have these Derwent pastels that I've had probably since college, which was 30 years ago, but I'm going to use a Sharpie so you guys can really see how to kind of just draw this. The one thing that I've learned with Mackenzie Check is the bigger you have your line, the more your check is kind of wonky and whimsical, and that's the whole goal. All right. So I always start at the base. And we're just gonna kind of bring it out. And like I said, if you guys really would like to have a little bit of a template, I'd be happy to do that. I'm coming back up here, and I know I really like this rounded. So, I mean, very free, very free. Anybody messing, even in like your, like a notebook pad tonight, you could do this without even getting paints out. You could just do it with markers. The other thing I find is that the hats are fun when they're kind of scrunchy, I think. So I kind of try to make it a little scrunchy. And I figure out where I want my end. And so there. It's pretty simple. Then we're just connecting this strip. The first one is skinnier because that's kind of going to be your colored band, whatever color you want to make it. This hat looks good, like painted any colors. You're cooking. Yeah, I kind of told everybody, fend for yourself. I just played Taxi Cab for my kids. Anybody that's had teenagers and sports knows that when you have teens, you kind of end up being a taxi cab driver for a little bit, but that's okay. I know I'm not ready to trade that in yet. Are you like batch cooking? Not painting tonight? Yeah. This one I like because, like I said, you can just mess around. One. Does anybody batch cook? Like do everything for the week? Black, black. Let's see, I want black, black. I like when the black comes above the ribbon. So black, black, black. Okay. And there you go. Everybody's kind of from all over the place in here. Some northerners. What did everybody do today? Like, how was everybody's day? I always wonder that. Like, was your day good? Was it kind of frantic? Am I the only one that has like crazy frantic days? I know I'm not. I used to batch cook, retired one day at a time. Yeah, I know batch cooking would be so beneficial for me if I could just get my act together. You don't? Yeah. All right. So the more curve you get in your lines, the better your check. Now for the fun. Because really drawing it is the easy part. So the cardboard helps keep the paint separated. And you have to have a towel or paper towels underneath because we use a lot of water, and I learned the hard way that it will bleed. I painted some pumpkins are really fun to put on this. They're like actually really, really fun. Because it's almost like a watercolored look. So pumpkins come out really kind of cool, and they're easy to draw, and happy fall y'all or anything. So I always start with black, and we really want to water the paint down. Just kind of pull it in. It's somewhat wet. And I always like the corner. So the best way to do this is you're kind of getting on, my brush is really wet, so it's working well right now. I find a straight brush, I don't know if you guys like to use a straight brush when you are doing straight lines. They just kind of blend right in there. So this is what I wanted it to start doing. Can you guys see? I'll pull it up. What happens is it starts to not cover as well, and you simply just barely touch the brush into your water and then just go back, and that water will kind of spread the ink, the paint, in your golden. It's filled in. And so you just, I find it easiest to start in one spot and go around. This is a flat picture, so it's kind of really easy to do. You know, you can't really see how quickly I can paint with you guys. You can't really mess it up. So I was asking earlier, oh, I wish my husband would cook. Oh, let me see what you guys have going on in the comments. You totally went to my page. So yeah, I wish my husband cooked. He does not. We actually prefer when he doesn't. He tried. It's better. So for those of you that are just joining in, when you put your paint on, one of the best things to do is just barely touch the water with your paintbrush, throw it in here, and it will spread that paint. Now remember, it only works if you have this paper towel underneath. Otherwise, the paint will start to run into, it'll run all over your. So you want to kind of keep your brush wet, your paint wet. You find a happy medium. And then it's just working in checks. But like I said, one of the bigger keys to this, especially Mackenzie Childs check. I don't know who's familiar with Mackenzie Childs. I know it's big. He does dishes. Yeah, that's what my husband says we have boys for. Wow. Debbie Owens. I mean, I don't really want to trade husbands, but maybe he could do a class. How to cook for your wife just once a year. What do you think? A happy medium. I mean, that could be a fun little class, right? Oh, so yeah, cooking. Does anybody love to cook, or did you love? I know he does laundry too. Come on, seriously? He needs to start a course. He needs to start a men's membership. All right, so I went over a bunch of those. I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna pull that paint through and get it to blend. We need to hit her. Yeah, mine will do laundry. I mean, he knows how to do everything. He actually used to cook, but then he didn't for so long. He tried and it was really bad. Really bad. Like, salt is not your friend, honey. Yeah, I know, right? Tell him. He's well sought after. I thank you guys seriously for being in. You're not getting hit. Thanks for popping in here with me, guys. You're helping me kind of ease up some of my nerves, and you're giving me something to talk about, because sometimes I find that the most difficult part. Anytime I'm painting, honestly, whether I'm teaching in person or, I don't know why, but I do. Men purposely do things poorly. Yeah, right? Here's a funny story. My father-in-law's not with us anymore. It's been just over 2 years. But they would travel I'm from Syracuse, New York, upstate New York, and they would travel from New York to Florida, to their Florida home, right? Snowbirds. And my mother-in-law's a little bit of a spaz, especially when driving. And she was just, she would always, you know, oh, Bill, you're not doing it right. Stop tailgating. Don't do this. You're going too fast. You're going too slow, blah, 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 blah. So he's like, you know, I have it down. Before we even get out of New York, and especially through Pennsylvania, I start hitting rumble strips a couple of times. She pulls over, or she makes me pull over, and she drives the rest of the way. I mean, that is genius right there. Pure genius. That was one of my favorite stories that he told us. Like, he's no dummy. So I think you're very correct, Melissa. You rarely cook. Oh, thank you, Sue. Yeah, I found this pattern on Pinterest. It's like the easy 10-minute fold pillow cover. It's so easy, guys. I'm not a sewer, but I can do this. And I started making them out of these drop cloths, and then was like, oh, wait, I can paint on that because I can't, if I mess it up, it's not really that big of a deal. Your brothers told you that secret about men. Yeah. I don't have any brothers. I didn't have any brother. Even all my cousins, everybody I hung out was girls. And so when we had boys, I'm a boy mom. When we had boys and no girls, I was like, I don't know what to do. We're going to mess them up. Then wait a second. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't like to cook. I used to love it. I just don't like it anymore. I think it's overwhelming. And I have, like I said, I'm a teenage boy mom. I mean, I have teenage boys. I'm not a teenager by any stretch. I'm old. But they just eat a lot. And we're homeschoolers. We've always been homeschoolers. So we're home a lot. When we're home more now. Like everybody. It's definitely messed everybody's schedule up. But they just constantly eat. I can't keep up with them. And like, they're both at different practices this evening. And they'll come home at about 8:30, 9 o'clock and want to eat again. I'm a cat mom. My parents used to have cats. My sister came home from college with a cat that my parents somehow, adopted. They didn't really. They just were kind of forced to. How many of you have like college student kids that brought you home a pet? Anyone? Amy, you missed the comment about Debbie's hubby getting her Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Yeah. My husband will he'll run to the store more than I will, but I don't send him to the grocery store because he's coming back with way too much junk. You'd be mad. See, Artie, are you saying that she needs a slap? I think her husband just needs to teach everyone else. Or let's meet his mom. Like, is his whole family like that, Debbie? You know how some families are just, or does he have? I'm just making sure I still have my paper towel under there. This is where you really see the water trick in this section. Yeah, I can't trust my husband at the grocery store. You'd kill him if he brought home a cat, yeah. Yeah, we never had a cat before that. We're dog people. I'm kind of allergic, but I was older, so I was not in the house and it was okay, I guess. I don't know. Funny. Yeah, I'm hoping my boys never bring me home an extra pet. I mean, I have my dog. I love my dogs. I only have one, but I've loved every dog we've had. She didn't see this butt. It's a drop cloth making a pillow. Oh, Chiquita, are you on here? Chiquita? Chiquita, right? I just had this conversation with you on your live. On whatchamacallit. I was like, oh, now I know how to say your name, and now I can't remember again. But I think it's what I think it is. Yeah, I turn them into pillows. I just didn't have time to sew this one today. I'll show you one. So it's just basic acrylic paint, and you get it pretty loose with water. You have to have a separator, but a paper towel underneath too. Otherwise, I'll show you guys what happens because I have it right next to me. But they're super fun, and you probably could use anything. I was half tempted to run to IKEA today to see what they had for like their throw pillow covers are like nothing. I do want to go over the check with you guys quick. Hold on, how I'm doing on time. Half an hour. Are we a half an hour or are we 1 hour in here? I can't remember. I apologize. I had it written down somewhere. I know I can get this done in 1 hour. I obviously can't do it in a half. Let me show you this. If you don't put a paper towel underneath, it will run, the paint will kind of travel up the, you see that? And the orange, how it came down. So the paper towel, once I figured out to put the paper towel underneath or a regular towel to absorb the extra water, it doesn't run. But like, I really like, the color isn't fantastic on the screen, at least on my screen, but I love the way the pumpkins look because they kind of look like a watercolor. I think they're kind of cool looking. Thank you. Yeah, I figure on my front porch or back room, you know, I mean, like I said, we're homeschoolers. Our house is very much lived in. It's hard because I'm very much a type A kind of everything has to be in its spot so I can function person. So it's picked up, but it's chaotic because there's always books and there's always learning and there's always things going on. So if my pillow has a little paint bleed, like I said, Pottery Barn isn't going to turn me down coming in for the pictures. Why was it running? Yep. So make sure you have that paper towel. And I've always used a piece of cardboard underneath there too. So, and I'm working kind of fast, so it's not the best. Like I'm not covering it as much as I normally would. I can go back in. I just wanted to, I kind of want more of a point on that. Okay. I mean, you can go over it as many times as you want. I kind of like the faded look though. I don't know. Honestly, I've kind of always just not even spot treated them. So if they sit outside before I bring them in, I kind of, you know, I'll take it off and whip them around and whatnot. And then I just kind of take a damp cloth, like a Norwex microfiber cloth, dampen it, and give it a wipe to get whatever is on there. So I've never actually thrown them in the laundry. So I don't know, you know, like I think that we were asking too, Deb, it might have even been you, like how do you guys seal your acrylic on your glasses? And that's heat, so it kind of makes sense. That was really wet. No, because what if it bleeds into the dark line, Melissa? If you look at Mackenzie Child check, the bleed actually is part of her design, so to speak. So we're gonna go back in and kind of give like a faux color bleed in there. So I like to do the white. I don't know, I've always done the black first. Anytime I've painted them. When I painted on furniture, I don't know why. The acrylic stays on, I know. I mean, how many who gets dressed in the morning and is like, oh, I want to wear that, but I don't want to ruin it today. I don't want paint on it. That's me like every day. I need to have, I guess I could just ruin what I have, and that's an excuse to go get a new wardrobe, right? It really, and you know what, with the paper towel, there's like no running. It's not bleeding in at all. I'm kind of really happy with it. The paper towel. Ugh. Right? If I ruin all my clothes, then I just have to go shopping. Although, am I the only woman in here that doesn't like, I don't like shopping. Like, I really should try Stitch Fix. Does anybody do Stitch Fix? Or any of those? Like, that was a lot of water. I have a designated shirt. It's a crazy design shirt. I know. I definitely have the same clothes. I actually got like linen overalls from Amazon. They were like $12 a piece, and I wear them all the time to paint in because they get hot. Online shopping, yeah, me too. And I still stink at it. Like, I'm good if a outfit is sitting there. I hate shopping. Okay, good, I'm not alone. Shakita, you probably like to shop. There's some super stylish women in here. Like, when I see you guys on lives or anything, I'm always like, oh, they look so cute and put together. Love it. My shirt is cute. The one I have on, or Melissa's crazy design shirt that she's always wearing. This one I'm wearing because I've ruined it. I was teaching art class last year, teaching a class to the kids, and I had it on, and I should know better. So that was before I even, started doing this. Now I have an excuse to go. Like, before it was just like oh, darn it. Love, hate to shop. Maybe that's my new definition. I love, hate. Definitely a love, hate. Oops, I forgot one. How'd that happen? All right. I definitely have a love-hate too. How am I doing? Not too bad. All right. The other thing I like about painting on this drop cloth is it's forgiving, and you can use your Sharpie markers and it doesn't look any different. You know how, like, if you use Sharpie on a canvas, it's shiny? Melissa's shirt. Oh, I know. I do love that shirt. What did I call you earlier today, Melissa? The queen of all cute things? It's true. True, true, true. Just, you always have like the best little emoji comments and little things. Cute things. All right, so let me just kind of throw this on here. I'm trying, guys. My head is saying stop and go do the check really quick and just show them so you're not keeping them here all night. But the type A personality in me can't stop because I only have 3 more to go. Get distracted. Yes, she does. I'm the queen of cute things. It's truth. Okay. This is not perfect. No, so normally I go back over a white again because honestly, just sometimes needs to be a bit brighter. But it's not bad. All right, Mackenzie check has a little bit of yellow. So I mix it with white and get it really, really light. And I pick a side. And you're just going in and you're kind of just giving yourself. It doesn't always have to be the same side. And it doesn't have to be all of them. But usually the yellow is kind of my predominant color. Weave my spell. Okay. So, and then I'm going to throw in some yellow up here. I don't know. I might have to kind of wait on that and go back in with white. Hi, Jeannie. I'm glad you hopped in. How are you tonight? Anything new and exciting? All right, so we get the yellow. Like I said, I definitely am thinking, I don't know, this one maybe will be okay. Then the other big color is the green. Any sagey. I mean, you can do, obviously you guys can do anything you want. This is just traditional Mackenzie check style from my furniture painting days. So I did notice sometimes it's on the black too. I don't like it on the black in this pattern. I tried it. I think I only like when this color, so sometimes I would do the green and the blue only on the black. I think I only like it on furniture, when I paint the furniture. All right. And then a little bit of the blue, and I just add a little bit of the blue into that kind of green. And then you just kind of, it's the best thing about all of this. There are no rights and wrongs. Has anybody ever painted Mackenzie? All right, Deb, go eat. You. Has anybody ever painted Mackenzie Child check? Like, have you ever tried it? Or even looked at it? Like, go look on Pinterest. Has anybody ever tried it? It's kind of fun. I love it on furniture. People love it on furniture. If you're a furniture or you paint little things, try some Mackenzie check. It could be a northern thing too. I don't know. I mean, like the studio is in upstate New York. And so it just might be big down there. I don't think it's too huge in like Texas and whatnot. No, yeah. So I love it. It's one of my favorite things. It's really big. So there you have it. You kind of just get that in and then run it through the top however you want. It's kind of like, she just uses the color to separate the white and the black always on everything she does. So it's pretty cool pattern. Check, check. Yeah, do you know what? I have not painted buffalo plaid yet. Am I the only one in here that hasn't painted buffalo plaid? I feel like I'm the only one. All right, I don't like all that green there, so just add in some water. What do you think? No, I'm serious about the buffalo plaid. I feel like I'm the only one. You haven't? Okay, good. We can be rebels together. I kind of like it. It looks like it would be, Marty, you haven't either? Okay. It's like so big everywhere, I feel like. I feel like that's the bandwagon I haven't jumped on. All right, do you think I should paint this purple or orange or green? I know, right? It's awesome. Look, I painted, I was messing around on my, this is a dollar store pumpkin, and I was messing around and painting that earlier. Just with the colors. Do the purple. Yeah, I mean, I like the purple just because it kind of blends, but obsessed with the buffalo plaid. I know. I think, honestly, I think I probably would end up loving it and probably be very addicted to it. I almost just ordered the Essential Stencil buffalo plaid, but I think that would drive me crazy too. I'd rather just do it myself. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of the blue in to darken this purple up, I think. There we go. So then the only thing that I did not love, I thought I could get away with a paint pen, kind of doing the white highlights on this. It didn't work like I wanted it to. It probably would if I wanted to ruin my paint pen. And if I had the cheaper ones, I'd try orange. Oh no. I did try, Melissa, on one of my sketches, I tried purple or green with orange. I don't know. I tried polka dots and I didn't like it. I don't know if it was just too much pattern, all of them, or if it was my color choices. Because I did put green. I probably should have done purple and orange, and then maybe that would have blended more. But I'm not sure about the polka dots. Yeah, I'm decent with stencil, but I just like to, I don't know. Like even my porch signs, I was like, I can't just stencil. I need to hand paint. All right. So last but not least is adding in that white. And like I said, it's a little bit, actually, I don't want to add that in yet. This, hi, Gayleen. Oops, what'd I do with it? Right here. I love polka dots too, but I don't know on this. I could try it. What's it gonna hurt? I can just paint over it, right? This is drop cloth. This is drop cloth that you find in the painting section at the hardware store. It's cheap. It's sold, like, you should see the vat of it I have. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should it be bigger polka dots? Do you like it? All right, I'm waiting to see. Thanks, Shelly. I'm sorry, I've missed a lot of your drop cloth. Yep. All right, sorry, I get sidetracked. I'm sorry, I missed so many of your, not bright enough, not the orange against. I'm telling you, guys, with drop cloth, I made, oh, it's much brighter, Jeannie, like in person than it looks on my screen right now. I think it's just my bad lighting. I don't love bleach, but I bleached out a giant thing of drop cloth and recovered all of my outdoor furniture. The stuff is awesome. And I bleached it out just to have a little bit lighter. I helped my sister-in-law make curtains with it for, I mean, it's fantastic. All right, to add whimsy, you can, I'm using a Sharpie because I can. Just kind of add in a little. It's still a little wet, so that's why I used my old Sharpie. I don't know, I think the scribbly lines make a big difference. I'm ruining my Sharpie, but what do you guys think? You have a lot left over from a, yeah, this stuff is, I mean, you know how cheap it is then. It's so forgiving. Almost forgot my little guy. Usually I would paint this, but I guess we'll just color it in. That works. Yeah, you know how cheap it is. Good for aprons? It's thick. It's pretty thick, Jeannie. Probably would work just fine for an apron. If you want like the real thick, heavy duty. When I'm painting furniture, because my son is rebuilding a 76 Camaro. And because he's doing that, my garage, aka workspace, has been taken over. So now I have cleared out my dining room and I paint in there and I throw this drop cloth down. So I don't know how, I mean, I know it got a lot softer after I bleached it. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of bleach. Definitely would recommend doing that in the summertime when it can be outside, because it sits for a while. But that softened it. I wonder if vinegar would soften it. Yeah, that's why I love these pillows. These pillows are like, so I just try to, I mean, just kind of throw things in. I try to pay attention to what I'm doing so I tend to put too much white on sometimes, but then when I look at it after, it wasn't nearly enough. But yeah. So what do you guys think? Are you gonna try this hat or try the hat on something? I think even like a little, you know, the small canvases or something? Like, or the tier, do you guys like the little tier display stands everybody's got going on? I feel like every shop has one. Or a little tiny, paint this like paint it tiny on a canvas, or paint on a pillow. or on this drop cloth, because I'm telling you guys, you'll be addicted. It's fun. The only thing you have to remember is put paper towels underneath that and go from there. And then, see, a crafter I never really was. So I had to go buy ribbon. Like, I had no ribbon and I couldn't find much. This was all from the dollar store and Dollar General. I wish I had a little bit more orange, but, and then you would just sew that on there. And of course, Melissa. Oh no, I'm gonna share the pillowcase. It's so easy, guys. It's on Pinterest. Like, you could look up 10-minute full pillow. It seriously is one giant piece. You fold it, look at, well, this one ripped because I tried to overstuff it, but it ends up just being a fold. It's one giant, I just didn't stitch that the right way, but it's just one giant piece. You fold it over, you sew it, you fold it. It's awesome. I'm telling you, everybody needs drop cloth. Everybody needs drop cloth and extra paper towels, right? Or just an old towel. I mean, I think an old towel would work. So yeah, that's the story. That's what we've got going on. So thank you guys. Yes, definitely try it. If you try it, post, like, share it with me. Send it to me in a DM or... No, I was just talking about that on my personal Facebook today. Because I grabbed a bunch of pumpkins. Up until a couple of months ago, I didn't even know Dollar Tree had crafts and everything else. It's way thicker than muslin, Jeannie. Way thicker. Let me, and this is in one pack that I think maybe was $20, $30. I don't remember the size, but do you see the heft of this? Sorry for the butt shot. You'll learn to love me. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Shelly, for inviting me in. This perfect messy bun, that's just a lot of hair, girl. I apologize again for the butt shot. So, Jeannie, you go right, it's painter's drop cloth. So right where the paintbrushes and everything else is, you just go right in there, and it's in plastic packaging. It stinks when you take it out of the plastic. It's got like a, I don't know if it's formaldehyde or what it is. It stinks. But so I open it like in the garage or outside, let it air out. This one's huge. I didn't wash this one, but airing it out, it was good. Thanks. Yeah, sorry guys. Nothing like being real. But thank you. Thank you all for letting me come in and hang with you. I appreciate all of you coming in and hanging with me. Talking to you is way more fun than talking to myself. I'm sure we've all done it before. I know. Well, and I didn't even realize it did it until I spun around, and because this is delayed, some saw it. Otherwise, I'd never know because I won't watch this. So yeah, Jeannie, you'll find a big pack, and you can get a small piece too. Like I use it to cover table. You can find probably just like a 10 by 12, 10 by 10, a 6 by 10, just to try it. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for coming in and keeping me company again. I'm so grateful for that. I appreciate you taking the time and spending it with me. And share, if you do this in any way, shape, or form, share it with me because I love seeing what you guys do. I'm gonna post because it depends on what size pillow you're covering. Thank you. So depending on what size pillow you're covering, I'll put it in here. I'll put it right in this unit, the pattern I use. I can share somebody else's pattern, right? Am I breaking rules by doing that? I'm not stealing her credit. I get very confused. I just want to share the love. So yeah, I will post it. I'm like, seriously. Yeah. Because depending, you need to give yourself an allowance. You put it inside out, you sew it, you sew the seams, you flip it over, and you stuff your pillow in. I'm telling you, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Even my son did a couple. I had him doing them for me. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so very much. It was fun. I had super fun. Thanks again, Shelly, too, if you see this, for having me in your group. And you guys all have a beautiful night. Thank you. Bye.